Have you ever wondered how stupid people can be? Who am I kidding? Of course you guys have. Now, with this in mind, I'm actually not even sure if I should be disgusted or whether I should have expected that this is how people would have acted. It has been brought to my attention earlier this morning, not only via social media, but also via a few different websites I frequent like Kotaku and PC Gamer, that a game developer, an indie developer in specific, Emika Games, announced that he was going to be leaving game development for an indefinite amount of time to collect his thoughts. The reason all of this is happening is due to Steam's 2-hour refund policy. And while I completely understand that this works, and for the most part, I am in full support of it, there are people that, at least with this game in specific, have been exploiting and taking advantage of not only the game, not only their Steam system, but also the developer himself. Now, as you can tell on Steam, the game is currently available for less than $7. So you can buy the game, you can get into the game, and you can finish the game, all for less than $7. Now, here is where Steam's 2-hour refund policy becomes an issue. This game in specific, according to Emika Games, is typically completed in less than 2 hours. According to the tweet he made, "Friends, thank you for your support. I'm leaving game development for an indefinite time to collect my thoughts. The fact is that my game, Summer of 58, does not reach 2 hours of playing time by Steam standards. In this regard, a huge number of returns in the game, even with positive reviews, and I do not earn anything to create a new game. Thank you very much for supporting me. I am very glad that you like my games, but since I have no conditions to do something new, I have to do something else. I will immediately answer everyone who asks about from day to day. This game will not see the light of day in the near future. See you later." Now that right there is just incredibly disheartening to read. And I'm sure some of you are thinking to yourself, well, the game was less than 2 hours, and you value those 2 hours at something higher than $7. So in your opinion, those 2 hours worth of entertainment was not worth the $7 that you invested. But at the same time, the argument can be made that people go see a movie in the movie theater and that tickets can cost upwards of $7 while subsequently also lasting less than 2 hours long. There are video games out there, like as an example, I played Godfall recently. That game I finished within 10 hours and it cost me what, $50, $60? So if this game was finished in 2 hours and cost $7, and you multiply that 2 hours by 5 to hit the 10-hour mark that I played through Godfall in, and therefore you multiply that $7 cost by 5 as well, you end up at $35. So $35 for 10 hours game time. That $35 comparatively to the $40 or $50 from Godfall seems a lot more worth it. Yet people weren't necessarily complaining about Godfall's price tag. He's seen a lot of positive responses via his Twitter, and people have, interestingly enough, shown the world itself that there are still good people out there. Not only have they went over and actually purchased the game, not only have they left positive reviews on the game as well, because there were people leaving negative reviews after playing the game and finishing it in under 2 hours. And then there were people that actually went to Steam to leave negative reviews because they were of the impression that he was crying, he was whining online. Now, he went ahead here and he made another tweet going on to state, "Friends, I'm really shocked by such support. I didn't expect that so many people would support me. I want to create games without artificially prolonged time so that the game does not get boring by the end, so they come out for less than 2 hours. I think you've noticed that my games look like short stories, similar to the fact that you can watch a movie, not a TV series. I'm not offended by the people who returned the game because they didn't like it or because of technical problems, but if a person went through until the end of the game and then returned the game, it could be compared to the fact that he ate all of a pizza, but he didn't like the pizza, and so he just went about returning the box and got his money back. I wanted to leave quietly. I was just warning about my intentions, but as soon as I saw how many people supported me, it gave me something to think about. Thank you guys so much." Now, his tweets are going on to receive thousands of likes, thousands of retweets, and all of this support, this mass pouring of positive support is completely warranted. This kind of behavior from players purchasing a game, finishing the entire game, and then refunding it is absolutely deplorable. I cannot believe that this is happening. I cannot believe that this guy, he lost literally everything overnight, and then thanks to the community on social media, he might have a future in the game industry after all. Now, he went ahead and posted a final tweet just earlier today. Thank you for all your support. I didn't want a lot of publicity. I didn't encourage anyone to buy my games to help me. The essence of my post was to leave for an indefinite time, indicating the reason. What is happening now in my social networks and discussions on Steam is just crazy. People specifically began to buy my game and write negative reviews. They accused me of fraud and black PR in the Steam communities. Over the past 24 hours, I've received both good wishes and support, and a lot of negativity that leads me astray. I will repeat myself once again, I have never encouraged anyone to buy my games. I didn't advertise it, I just voiced a painful topic that has been bothering me since the release of my first game. Everyone who decided to help me, this is completely your decision, for which I thank you very much. People who have never played this kind of horror, please pass by. Again, there have been an immense amount of positive responses, a lot of public support, and while I'm not urging you guys to go ahead here and purchase the game, I'm not urging you to go ahead and spread this information. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you aren't even really necessarily all that interested in it. I do want to cover this because this is something I did not even know happened. Or happened, yes, but happens as well. I didn't know that games that were only a couple hours in length were being purchased and then refunded. I can't begin to wrap my head around the kinds of people that would do this to not only the developers and the people that put their time and effort into creating the game, but also other future potential players by leaving negative reviews, review botting, review bombing. This, man, the internet just loves to show me how terrible people can be.
Someday soon, I'm gonna make it. Yeah. Gonna be worth it. Ooh,